There are moments in life when someone says something so calm, so steady, yet it shifts everything inside you. Not because the words are dramatic, but because the truth behind them lands so deeply, the whole world suddenly feels different. That's what happened on that battlefield. Arjuna was not just struggling with what to do. He was collapsing from the inside, caught between his duty and his emotions, his courage and his sorrow. He stood there, frozen, unsure whether to raise his bow or to put it down for good. And beside him, in the middle of that storm, was Krishna. But Krishna didn't rush to speak. He didn't overwhelm Arjuna with answers. Instead, he stayed present. He guided slowly, gently, with the kind of patience that only someone who sees beyond time can carry. And then, at a certain moment, he stopped speaking altogether. And in that stillness, something unexpected happened. Krishna revealed his true form, the vast, cosmic one. The form that holds stars within it. The form that breathes in galaxies and breathes out time. The form that destroys and then creates again. A form so enormous, so powerful, that even the gods tremble before it. Time I am, the destroyer of worlds. He didn't say it with anger. He didn't shout. He simply spoke it, without fear, without emotion, like someone gently lifting a curtain to reveal what was always behind it. And in that moment, Arjuna didn't just see Krishna. He saw himself. He saw how small he truly was, how fragile the illusion of control had been. Because the real shock is never that the divine is powerful. We already believe that. The real shock is how quietly that power moves. How patiently it waits. How gently it steps forward. Not to force, not to scare, but simply to reveal what we've been too distracted to see. Not to punish us. Not to frighten us. But to wake us up. Because when unpredictability comes from the divine, it's not chaos. It's timing. Precise. Perfect. Beyond argument. It doesn't need to raise its voice. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It arrives when your resistance is weakest, and your heart is finally open enough to receive it. That's what Krishna did. And he didn't do it only for Arjuna. He did it for anyone who has ever held on too tightly. Anyone who has ever confused control with wisdom. Anyone who has ever asked life to explain itself through logic, step by step, in a way that makes them feel safe. But truth doesn't arrive that way. It comes in unexpected waves. It speaks in silence. It hides in symbols. And sometimes, when your soul is standing right at the edge, it comes all at once. So if something in your life has shaken you, if something arrived without warning and cracked you open, maybe it wasn't a random event. Maybe it was timing. Maybe it was life stepping in where your plans ended. Not to take control from you, but to show you who you really are, without all the filters. And maybe that's the sacred moment you never saw coming. Because the deeper you grow, the less life prepares you in advance. It stops giving signs. It stops asking questions. It just moves and trusts that you are finally ready to see clearly. That's why Krishna didn't explain everything to Arjuna beforehand. He didn't soften the message. He didn't make it easy to digest. Because some truths are not meant to be gentle. Some truths are meant to shake you, not with volume, but with scale. And when they arrive, the only thing left to do is breathe and listen. That is what divine unpredictability really means. It's not drama. It's not recklessness. It's presence. It's the ability to move in silence, to speak without effort, to change everything. Not because you're trying to surprise anyone, but because you're connected to something far deeper than explanation. This is what the Gita shows us. This is how Krishna lived. He didn't need to control people to lead them. He didn't need to speak loudly to be heard. And when it was time to open someone's eyes, he didn't use force. He used truth. So maybe the unexpected isn't something we need to fear. Maybe it's life's most honest moment. The one that doesn't arrive when you ask for it, but when you are finally quiet enough to hear it. And in that silence, you realize life isn't meant to be predictable. It's meant to be real. It's meant to move you, not just forward, but inward. Because when you stop trying to explain yourself and start living in alignment with what is true for you, you stop being easy to predict. Not because you are trying to confuse people, but because no one can predict what truth will do next.